It's made the traditional media's role a lot more difficult. Presidents going back to Ronald Reagan have tried to bypass the traditional media because often at that level it becomes so adversarial, the White House press corps versus the White House. And Ronald Reagan used to go out and speak to local media because that was a way of bypassing the national media, the White House press corps. Hard to do because the national media had so much power and they were the main means by which you could reach people. These days there are thousands of different ways you can reach people directly, and you can reach them faster, and you can reach them in a much more personalized way. And so technology has made it much more easy to bypass the national media. And I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. One of the things I want to talk to them about is how aware we were. We weren't necessarily very good at it, but we were so aware that the entire world was watching. It wasn't just what was the American public hearing about this, it was what the rest of the world was hearing about it. And it certainly wasn't what might have been 30, 40 years ago, people largely thinking of Western Europe, say, and major capitals like London and Berlin. You had to think about the Middle East, and you had to focus on information strategies and communication strategies to reach people in that part of the world, including a lot of people who hated us. So I think it was the global reach of the communications effort more than anything else that was so dramatically different. And I think that's important for them to understand. Be very brave. It's hard. At all levels, but particularly at the highest level, say in government or at a major organization, it's one of the most forward-leaning positions there is in a company. You know, with all due respect to the people who invent the widgets, they're in a lab somewhere and they're brilliant and they're inventing widgets, but people aren't really watching them. There's not as much scrutiny, so it's a very forward-leaning position you have to be in, and it takes a lot of guts to do it. It's a great place to be in because you get to be involved with an entire organization. Again, whether it's a company that makes widgets or it's the White House, if you're in the information communication space, you have to be aware of everything that's going on, and that's a lot of fun.